Mr. President, a few days ago, or about 2 weeks ago, I was surprised to read in an article that as part of the American Rescue Plan, there was this $30 million program that would be sending drug paraphernalia to people suffering from addiction in this country. And so I said something about it, and the administration came out and said, that's not true, we're not going to use it for that, we're not going to be sending out crack pipes or meth pipes to anybody. In fact, they even wrote a letter to a fellow senator here in that regard. So then I said, well, let's just make sure, right? Like, let's just file a bill language that just makes it clear that we're not going to be sending drug paraphernalia like a pipe or the things that work with a pipe, that taxpayers aren't going to be paying for that. And lo and behold, I was surprised by the response. And now when you read more carefully the letter that they wrote to Senator Blackburn, you see exactly what the problem is here. They don't plan on sending crack pipes or meth pipes to anybody. What they plan on sending is what they call a mouthpiece. And a mouthpiece isn't what you think. It's not like some flat thing that you put on your mouth. No, the mouthpiece is basically this cylindrical tube, straw-looking thing, that you attach to the crack pipe. So the pipe will have to be shared by the addicts, but they're each going to have their own little tube that they can attach to smoke it. Well, I just don't think the federal government should be paying for that, to send that to people. I think, frankly, this is insane. I think most people would agree, and I think most people would be surprised. And the things you discover when you actually file these things and work on it, because we came up with language. You said, okay, here's the bill, and here's what we want to do. And they came back and said, we will not agree to it if it includes that device that attaches to it. So apparently they don't want to send out crack pipes, but they do want to send out the tubes that attach to the crack pipes so that those who are addicted to crack or any of these other drugs, illicit drugs that you can smoke, can be consumed safely somehow, as if there's any safe way to smoke meth or crack, which there isn't. And so what I've come here to do today is very simple. I want this bill to pass. I don't know why anyone could possibly object to it unless you believe that you should be sending out cylindrical tubing, which attaches to a crack pipe to smoke, and that can be removed to allow multiple people to use the same pipe. And that's the loophole that they want. That's what they want me to change this bill to allow them to send out. And I think that's nuts, guys. I don't know how else to describe it. There's no like fancy word for it. It's crazy. This is insane. This is the kind of insanity that people read about and say, this can't be true. It is true. It's actually worse than I thought. And so that's why I'm hoping we can pass this today. Apparently there'll be an objection. But so, Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the Committee of Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions be discharged from further consideration of Senate 3632, Senate Bill 3632, and that the Senate proceed to its immediate consideration. I further ask that the Rubio substitute amendment at the desk be considered and agreed to, the bill as amended be considered, read a third time and passed, and that the motion to reconsider be considered, made, and laid upon the table.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Vermont.